What is going on, YouTubers? It is your boy Dalyxman, and this is another edition of Dalyxman's Q&A Corner. Every Wednesday, I will be answering your questions in under 15 minutes. If you have a question for me, please leave it on my Ask FM page. The link to it should be in the description box as well as here on the screen. With that said, let's get right into it. First question. What returns and how many of them do you see happening at this upcoming Royal Rumble? That is a really good question. Wow. Honestly, Roman Reigns and hopefully Daniel Bryan, but it most likely won't happen at this point. I think his injury has gotten to the point that he might not even return for WrestleMania. But who knows? It is a day-by-day thing. If he does, awesome. If he doesn't, it is what it is. But Roman Reigns, for sure. Maybe Christian. Maybe Chris Jericho. Bad News Barrett, I could see returning. Legends? Maybe a surprise appearance by Booker T. Kevin Nash. Maybe some new entries from NXT. Guys, honestly, when it comes to this year's Royal Rumble, I really can't predict if we even get returnees. The only thing that I could possibly predict is Roman Reigns. That is it. Anybody else is kind of up in the air right now. So, let's see what happens. What would you think if Brock Lesnar were to appear or defend the title at TLC against Cena, since he's advertised for the Raw dates around that time? I would prefer it. Quite frankly, I think Lesnar versus Cena at Royal Rumble is kind of lame. I would rather we do the match at TLC and then have Orton versus Lesnar at the Royal Rumble. That would be pretty cool. I would rather have that. But I don't know. Since they advertised it, I think it's kind of late to change it. I don't know. And I'm hearing that Royal Rumble is sold out because of that match being announced. So, I don't know. We'll have to see what happens. They didn't really say that the winner would face Brock Lesnar at the Royal Rumble. They didn't say that. They said they would face him when he returned. They never said the Royal Rumble, so be careful of that. What if the Authority lost their power? Who do you think will take control? And who do you think Vince would put in charge? That's a really good question. If you ask me who I want to be in charge, maybe William Regal as commissioner again, or bring back Mick Foley and make him the commissioner. Those guys were awesome as commissioners. Other than those two, Austin maybe? I got nothing. I got nobody else to really be in charge. It has to be a legend. Maybe Hulk Hogan or Ric Flair. Someone who has legendary status, who's been around for a long time that everybody knows. Other than that, though, if the Authority goes away, just have Vince be in charge. Just make Vince McMahon the head and just have him call the shots from backstage or something like that. I don't know. That's my thoughts on that. I don't want to go back to general managers. I think the WWE has killed that concept. Either have a commissioner that runs both shows, or keep the Authority, or make Vince in charge. Those are the only options that I would have. What would you think of a fatal 4-way elimination match for the tag team championships at Survivor Series? And he actually gave me the teams too. Golden Stardust, Los Matadores, the Usos, Miz and Sandow, or Mizdow. Well, with the way things are looking, even if I didn't want the match, it most likely is going to happen anyways. And I think it would be a decent match to have at Survivor Series. And if I had to choose a person to win, Miz and Mizdow. Why not? That's my thoughts on that. Thoughts on Ryback being back. Do you think he will actually regain his fan base? And are you going to jump on the bandwagon of haters like you did in 2012? The bandwagon of haters. That's a good one. If they take it slow, they don't rush him to the main event scene, and they let him naturally grow as a main eventer and push him when fans want him to be pushed, then yes, I will happily become a fan of his again. The only reason why I became a part of the bandwagon of haters was because he was going up against CM Punk, who fans wanted as champion at the time. Why did anybody think that fans wanted to see CM Punk lose that title to Ryback? And we knew he wasn't going to lose it to Ryback, because the winner of that match would face The Rock at the Royal Rumble. And we all knew it was going to be CM Punk. So that's why I became a Ryback hater. You pushed him too fast. You pushed him too soon. And they just didn't allow the fans to get behind him. They just really screwed the pooch on Ryback in his first run. Maybe his second run, because he came in as part of the Nexus at first. As a cowboy. I completely forgot what his name was. Who cares? But yeah, that's my thoughts on that. 2 Daniel Bryan questions. The first one is a joke. The next one is actually kind of serious. What if Daniel Bryan got arrested for DUI? That would suck. I doubt he would, but it would suck. Do you believe Daniel Bryan's career is over? No, I don't believe it's over. Let's not forget, we've had many other wrestlers come back from career-ending injuries. Triple H came back from one. Tore his quad. Was supposed to be out for good. Came back. Austin came back from one. Broke his neck. I think Owen Hart, accidentally pile dropped his head into the canvas and broke his neck. Came back from that. It was supposed to be career ending. Shawn Michaels came back from one when he broke his lower back. Was supposed to be career ending. Still came back. And now people are saying that this recent injury is career ending. No, it's not. He'll be back. He won't return for WrestleMania, most likely. If he does, awesome. Hell, if he comes back for the Royal Rumble, awesome. But, sorry, I don't really see it happening. But I don't think his career is over. How about that? So, hopefully we see him back sooner or later, but we'll have to see what happens. What do you think of the Katie Vick storyline? Thought it was stupid, thought it was worthless, thought it was kind of over the top and wasn't really needed. I laugh every time I see Triple H screwing with a corpse and having sex with it. That was kind of ridiculous. That was one of those times where I just go, why did you do that? Why did you do that, WWE? It was just not good at all. It wasn't good. No, it wasn't good. Funny, but not good. Thoughts on the Hurricane and Rosie tag team? Oh yeah, that tag team. Were they ever tag team champions? I actually think they were. I liked it. I thought it was cool. No issues with it, honestly. I honestly believe Gregory Helms should have stayed with the Hurricane. I get that you had to take a break from him after a while, but personally, if he was going to take a break with them, he should have gone back to it. That was the best thing that happened for him in his career. He sold a lot of merchandise, and he ended up fighting people like The Rock. Yeah. But yeah, good tag team. Maurice, do you miss her? Absolutely. I love Maurice. And I'm jealous that The Miz married her. Lucky punk. But yeah, I do miss her. She added a lot of spunk and personality to a very versatile Divas division at the time in 2008 to 2009. God. But yeah, I do hope she comes back one day. What if Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins was still wearing their Shield outfit and had the Shield theme song while feuding with each other? Would you still like it? Yeah. While I agree that changing your gear and your theme song when you're going from a stable to a single superstar is very important, I don't think it matters when it comes to a feud being good. Just saying. So yeah, that's my thoughts on that. If you got a different hairstyle, okay, than the one you have now, and shaved one you had a few years back, what would you get? Oh, you mean the shaved one. If I went bald or keep my dreads. Keep my dreads. I love my dreads. I spent 2-3 years growing these out, so I'm going to keep them. Dag nabbit. But thank you for the question. Does the WWE still watch some of your videos or not? What do you think? Probably. I am positive Triple H pays someone to watch our videos and to get feedback. And I'm sure I'm on that list somewhere. If in fact WWE is paying someone to watch YouTube videos of us, I guarantee you I'm on there. Guarantee you. Especially since they have me on their WWE channel on YouTube. So yeah, I'm positive I'm on there. But thank you for that question. Did you attend WrestleMania 17 live? No, and I'm pissed off I didn't. That was a show that I wish I did attend live. One of the best shows ever. The only WrestleMania I attended live was WrestleMania 25. Still to me, one of my favorites, and live of course. Is it a great show to watch? Maybe not, but definitely noteworthy because of the classic match between Shawn Michaels and The Undertaker. To me, a 5-star match. I don't care what anybody says. But yeah, sorry, I didn't attend it live. But it is, to me, the best WrestleMania that the WWE or WWF has put on to date. In which sport has steroids had the bigger impact with? Baseball or wrestling? Oh, wow, okay. That's a good question. Oh, man, I don't know. I guess baseball. I'm gonna assume baseball. Because, you know, although the whole steroids thing really took a hit with wrestling, Vince McMahon went to trial over it and beat the U.S. government, by the way. Those of you who don't know. And it also led to the death of so many wrestlers. If not death, you know, shorter lifespans or just harder lives, period. Baseball, it hurt them because it took away the popularity. Man, people rarely watch baseball nowadays over wrestling. I think wrestling gets more views than baseball, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's true. People still watch wrestling. Not as much as they used to. And even when the WWE took that huge hit with the steroids trial, fans still watched them, and as a matter of fact, more fans watched them because that was before the Attitude Era. So think about that. So baseball, that is my answer to that. What are your thoughts on the new network series Rivalries? I like it. I think they just premiered the Vince McMahon and Stone Cold Steve Austin rivalry episode, 2-parter by the way. Thought it was good. No issues with it. I don't like that we're using old interview footage from the DVDs. It's kind of like, can we get something that's original? And I mean, I'm not saying they can't use it, but if you're gonna make the network, you know, more fresh and a lot more exciting, why not just use original content? Just review them again. You know what I'm saying? But that's just my thoughts on that. Your thoughts on the Goldberg episode of the Monday Night War series? Loved it. I thought it nailed it on the head. I thought, at first I was skeptical because I thought the WWE was gonna bury Goldberg as like, oh, it's WCW's ripoff of Stone Cold Steve Austin. No, it was fair. It was subjective, and they actually very well explained why Goldberg was over and captured why he was such a big deal for WCW and wrestling. So I recommend you guys watch it if you have not seen it. A great episode. Probably one of their best. And let's end it with this one. Your thoughts on the delay of the WWE network in UK. Sad, you know. And I really can't blame the WWE on this one. I blame Sky Sports. The deal with WWE and Sky Sports was Sky Sports would air their pay-per-views overseas, and I think WWE would pay them to do it, and they tried to launch the network while still under contract with Sky Sports. I'm guessing it was a conflict of interest, and because of that, they had to delay it. That sucks. I can't blame WWE for this one. I think Sky Sports is being very difficult with the situation, so hopefully things work out, but that's my thoughts on that. If anything else, guys, thank you for watching, and this is your boy, Dalyxman, signing off. Catch you next week. Peace.